while these guys go help you get through.
From the sea to the river. Shut it down! What? Shut it down!
Arming that device, they are moving into the building right now. It has started. You're about a half block away. You're seeing what we are seeing right now. They just made entry. They just went into that building. So what we can learn from that.
Guys, go help you get through.
During the course of this operation, while clearing an unoccupied vacant area of the building on the first floor, one ESU member, a sergeant, did unintentionally discharge one round from his firearm. The sergeant was attempting to assist other officers in gaining entry to a locked office to make sure there was no one hiding inside. The front of the office consisted of a metal frame door and a large glass, non-transparent window. Gaining access to the office through the window ensured the least amount of damage to the structure as opposed to cutting open the metal door jamb. Once the window was broken, the sergeant attempted to reach through the hole in the glass to unlock the door from the inside. To do this, he transitioned his firearm from his dominant right hand to his non-dominant left hand. When the sergeant transitioned his firearm to his non-dominant hand, he began to use his dominant hand to gain entry through the window, which is when the unintentional discharge occurred. The bullet traveled through the office glass and into the office they were attempted to gain access to. After the firearm discharged, the sergeant immediately assessed his team and ensured that nobody was injured. The team gained access to the office and found that there was nobody inside. In this case, the bullet landed on the floor of the office and didn't travel anywhere else, so it was apparent that it had struck no one. The officer continued with his assignment, as we are trained to do, and notified his supervisor at the first opportunity. At no time were any police officers, members of the public, or any protesters in danger. This was purely unintentional.
I'm here. I'm here. Create camp staff. I'm not your camp staff. Therefore, we'll create camp staff.
When incidents like this happen, and it's called an accident for a reason, correct? It's called an accidental discharge. The sergeant at the time was trying to clear an area, an unknown location that was dark. So he made the decision to transition his firearm from his dominant hand to his non-dominant hand so he could better try to gain access to the office. With that, he unintentionally pulled the trigger of his weapon and discharged the firearm. Moving forward, we will obviously counsel the officer and send him to retraining and reevaluate him, and we'll take it from there. He's a very experienced officer in the unit. He's been a sergeant in the unit now for almost 8 years with an impeccable record. It is very fluid. This was a very fast-moving pace job that was ongoing. The officer decided to make entry and use his, while he was clearing the room, we have to prepare for anything that may be in that room that could possibly be of harm to the officers or to civilians. With that, we train our officers to unholster their weapons and clear the room at the same time. We are equipped with those lighted guns, so it frees up our hands in case something else may come up to us.
The DA has it, and we don't have any intention on releasing body cam on accidental discharge. We never do that, and I don't think we're going to do that here just because it's a newsworthy incident. That we're not going to change that protocol. We're not going to release body cam on accidental discharge.
So they couldn't just go in on their own. They needed permission from Columbia University. That finally came tonight about 8 o'clock.
There was nobody in danger. There was nobody struck. And for us, this is a accidental discharge. We average about 8 of these a year. And so my goal here was not to just try and make a story. My goal was to see, is there a story here in terms of, hey, is there something abnormal about this? And it wasn't. If you ask tactical, experienced people around the globe about making these type of entries anywhere where you don't know what's on the opposite side of those doors, where people have been barricaded for several hours, if not more than 24 hours, and not know what to expect, I don't think any of those experts will tell you that it's a good idea to go in there without your proper equipment and be ready for anything that you may encounter.
All the children, sons and daughters!